Hi everyone, it's Dutch Reefer here and welcome to a new episode in the Reef Life. Today I want to share with you an update of my reef tank, which has undergone some small changes over the past week. So I thought it'd be nice to tell you something about that. So the first update that I wanted to share, which I forgot earlier actually, is that I finally bought the filters for the Radions, and maybe you've seen them in my previous videos, but I'm actually quite happy that I got them. This way, the individual LEDs are a lot less visible, which means that the light will be spread out a little bit more evenly, reducing the shimmer even more, making it look a bit more like it's a T5 lighting. Which is the colors that, at least I love most about reef tanks, as we used to have the lights before LEDs became a big thing. So I'm actually really glad that I got these. I think these make the tank look even better and spreads the light out just a little bit more evenly. Also, because these LEDs are pretty low in the fixture, this means that there is a little bit more spread towards the room where I'm sitting, since my computer screen is right across the reef tank. But enough on that. One bit of equipment that I got as well this week is this new pump by Jecod, the MLW30. This is actually one of the ones that has a controller with a screen. I can show you actually. Which gives us a little bit more, as you can see, MLW20 by the way, so it's not the 30 but the 20, and it has a screen which you can easily use to change the mode, and I like to run it a little bit randomly, so that's why I chose this mode. And you can choose to increase the force or the power consumption by 1% step, so that's really nice. You can also use it to connect it to your Wi-Fi, but I chose not to, because it's always a hassle to connect these kind of things to your Wi-Fi, and the added functionality is minimal. But I'm actually glad I got this. So this gives the reef a little bit more flexibility in terms of flow. One thing that it does do is it creates a bit of a dead spot right here, as you can see. So I still need to figure that out, since all the water comes to the front of the tank from the gyres, and then this one is blowing a little bit towards this end. So this is actually the spot where now the water accumulates. And normally you would like it to go into the overflow box right there, and it does a little bit. So when the gyre starts rotating, it actually moves the water slightly to the middle again, so that way some of it does get siphoned off in the overflow box, but not everything. So that's still something I need to figure out. Then again, it's not really bad. The same thing is happening here, as you can see, just that little bit of particles that are staying on top of the water column. But for now, it's manageable, and I'm sure I'll find a way to remove that or reduce that even further. So one of the things that I mentioned in my last video from last week is that I've actually found some flatworms on some of my corals. So this week I tried to find a nice wrasse to get rid of that, and I did find one. Although it's since it's not yet acclimated to my light schedule, it dives under at 5 p.m. and right now it's 5:15, so it's already underground because they sleep under the sand. Since it's a Haligures type, it's the Haligures iridis or iridis in Dutch, and those are known for their hunger for flatworms, or planaria as you might know them as. So they actually did she did a great job by cleaning up at least this coral. There's still some I can see, and then this coral as well, which is completely clean now as far as I can see. So it's effective. There's still some here in this coral. I thought they were all gone, but there are still some there, and then I also spotted a couple on the other end of the tank, as you can see right here on this piece of soft coral. You can see there's also some flatworms still lurking about right here. So it's been in there for a couple of days, so I'll give it a bit more time before I start to worry. But for now, it seems to do a great job at removing the flatworms at a steady pace, I'd say. So yeah, that's really nice. I also saw something that was a little bit less nice this week. I have a starfish in here, which I totally forgot the name of, but it's a small brown starfish with a nice pattern on its back. But sadly, I thought, oh, that's nice. It's all hurled around the zoanthus, but then I saw that it was actually eating them. So as you can see here, there's a missing spot. And right there as well, since the starfish was actually actively eating the zoanthus. And the irony is that I got this starfish to eat the Asteria starfish, the small starfish that will actually eat your zoanthus. So instead of removing the little starfish that eat my zoanthus, it was actually eating the zoanthus itself. So yeah, it became the very thing it swore to destroy, as one might say. But overall, I think the tank is maturing really well. It's nice, it's bright, it's colorful. Overall, everything is starting to look a bit better every week. The flow is now better than it was before. Of course, the SPS that got a hit from the imbalance in the tank a couple of weeks ago still have to recover. I still hope that this one recovers. I don't think that this one will recover. So this Acropora, I think, is end of life, since it's already pretty much down to 95% of its tissue being lost. Luckily, this one did. This one right here did recover quite well. And yeah, other than that, so that's just a couple of pieces of Acropora that went that I lost during this time of imbalance. But other than that, everything is getting back to normal health. For example, this piece of Calastrea right here, it's not a very difficult coral to keep, but you can definitely see when the tank is doing well that this one also looks nice and puffy. So yeah, that's kind of a telltale sign to see if the tank is doing okay, or at least well enough. So other than that, I have been upping the salinity a little bit more, because that had gone slightly down, because the skimmer is skimming pretty wet. Keep in mind that when your skimmer is skimming wet, that means also that some of the salt water will be removed from your tank. And that means that you have to add a little bit more salt or salt water just to compensate for the skimmate that you're removing from the tank. So other than that, not much to tell. I'm just really glad that the tank is recovering, that the flatworms are being taken care of, that the corals are nice and puffy and colorful. And yeah, that's actually what I wanted to tell you today. I'm sorry that I couldn't show you the new RAS today. I'm sure it will show up in the next video when I decide to shoot this video at a somewhat earlier time during the day. But for now, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you have a nice week ahead of you. Don't forget to like and or subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a nice week, and bye.